Hey Makina, how you doing? That's a lot of stuff for me to go through. Do that later. I can't complain. I'm glad you're doing good. Alright, let's get this put back together. So replacing the Joy-Con rails did allow for this Joy-Con to reconnect. Hey, hello, Sean Causeway. How are you today? I cannot complain. How about you? Except now this Switch OLED is being weird. Did something happen? Dead battery. It was plugged in like all last night. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, so I could have swore I plugged this in last night and let it charge throughout the full day. So I'm gonna let this pick up again and charge while I work on other stuff. Hello, Ace. How you doing today? I need a little baggie. Let's just set that right over there since that's not necessary right now. These are Series X screws. I do my coffee series. Awesome Kids training. Well, that sounds cool. Oh, before we do anything, I forgot to grab a cord for this, but Ryan said he thinks he put the handle inside of here. So we're going to check that real quick. The last thing I want to do is kill something that Ryan gave me because I didn't check it. I forgot. I don't have a bit that big, so we're gonna have to use pliers. I forgot to grab the Game Boy games I was going to do tonight. That's okay. Clean up the bench. Get some PS5s fixed. Good morning, JFix. How you doing? This one is repair number 5786. It's a little bit out of order, but I don't care. I have to adjust the camera again. Overhead camera, pick up video, camera control, focus not on. Still need more space. Not really. No interesting repairs. Kind of standard repairs tonight. I did buy a PS5 on. Actually, let's do that one first. I bought a PS5 online, and I kind of want to take a look at that. So, give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, so this PS5 has been sitting up front since I got it for several hours. Ooh, with an alcohol cloth. So there's no roaches at least. I bought this off of eBay. I think I paid like $200. The guy says that if everything works fine, but it has no HDMI. And right off the bat, I can tell you, I think this has possibly. Also, it only came with this power cable, which is fine. I wasn't really. I don't recall reading in the listing that it had an HDMI cord or controller. Kind of wasn't expecting one, but let's quick get this powered on and see if that's it. And as you can see, there is already there is no HDMI port in there at all. So I think someone has already been in here. Again, I didn't read the listing other than he said that everything works except there's no HDMI. So, for all I know, in the listing he says that he took it apart. Actually, let's take a quick look at the listing. So in this listing, so this is, and this came up while I was looking for screws, by the way. This is a PlayStation 5 Disc Edition CFI 115A, parts bad HDMI, full description, PS5 Disc Edition model CFI 11115A, I think that was too many ones, parts only, comes with power cord, so he does say it came with power cord. I bought this knowing the HDMI port was damaged, but looked like it was still intact. It was not. The port wasn't attached, and there's probably trace damage. That is beyond my experience level of repair. There isn't a port there anymore. So yeah, it has been taken apart. It does power on an eject disc, but that is all I know for sure. There's some scuffing and chips on the corners. Please see photos for condition. See, I could do the, I bought this on eBay videos. Alright, so it's breathing blue, so that's at least a good sign so far. Could be, or I could be lucky and have just gotten a super plain repair that is going to make me $200. Because if I repair this, I pair it off with a controller, actually it won't make me that much. Because this model sells for $390 with a controller. that would be, you know, I could, if I wanted to, I could probably give Joey a run for his money with profit and loss, but I would not do that. Careful, Makina. I might wind up having like a stroke on stream because you prayed for that. Your baby Jesus is gonna shine light of Christ on me. I'm just gonna. Alright, so it does power on. It powers off just fine as well. The cord's actually a pretty nice cord for the power. No, I don't have Sally's spreadsheet. I've got what's known as a point of sale software. Thank you. So I think based on the discoloration of this, and there's some broken tabs. So nothing major so far. Doesn't smell like cigarette smokes. To be fair, it does smell like alcohol right now because it sat in my bag with alcohol. Uh, yeah. Well, see, here's the awkward thing with the profit and loss thing for me would be I would have to I would have to wait until I get caught up with a lot of my work to be able to do profit and loss kind of seasons. Excuse me, because I don't actually resell the consoles. Everything that I repair. Oh, JFix, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me so? Uh, so I I'm buying this as my own like I originally was gonna buy it and strip it of the screws and use it as a park board. But since it does power on, I kind of want to see if it can be repaired. But if it does, I'm gonna wind up selling it to the game store side, so my family's game store, at a loss of my own, so that the store can make, uh, so that the store sells it, because no conflict of interest. Plus, I want to do these repairs to get them out, so I'm not 100% looking for profit. Now, to be fair, I do have to look at some profit because I need to at least be able to afford to do stuff like this. You know, stupid stuff. But I was originally looking for the screws for this. Ooh, I should call Coder and ask him if he's got screws. He's probably taken from another board. Excuse me. But that's none of my concern. I just need the screws. Ooh, what I should do is I should call one of my distributors and be like, hey, so I need screws for a PS5. Aw, no free SSD. Shucks. That's the thing coders are always looking for, right? A free SSD. Dusty. Due to the color of the dust, I would have to say this was probably in a smoker's home or just a dirty home. One of the two. Kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of me. I'll throw whatever I want to throw on the ultrasonic cleaner. And that can sit right there. Alright, so there's that little piece there that always falls out. For the longest time, I wondered where this came from. Then I found out it's in the top lid. So I'm like, oh, well, dang. Alright, so it just smells like alcohol. That's what happens when you let them soak it in a bag with an alcohol cloth. Is this fully absorbs the alcohol smell, and then the alcohol smell fades and it smells clean. So it's kind of funny how that works. Okay, so back to what I wanted to check. So far, it looks like all the screws are here. I'm hoping JFix is wrong. I would rather not have to do trace repair. And if I do have to do trace repair on this, I'm just going to steal the screws that I want and repair it later. Oh, hello, spider. Dead little spider in here somehow. It's actually interesting. Everything on this is so clean that finding anything inside of here is actually kind of impressive. This guy took masking tape and rerouted the wires using masking tape. It's kind of interesting, actually. There is some liquid-looking stuff here. Might be flux. No. I have to say that's from factory, probably. We'll take a look in just a sec. Gonzalez? Are you calling me fast, Ace? Alright. Having locations to put stuff would be so much nicer. Okay, and we're gonna put those screws right here for now. Oh wait, that's not masking tape. That's electrical tape. I have not seen blue electrical tape. I may have seen like a picture of blue electrical tape, but I don't think I've seen blue electrical tape actually being used. I gotta buy red electrical tape. I want to put red electrical tape and red thermal pads all over the place. Damn it, Ace or J-Fix, you may be right. I'm gonna be so mad. One friend? I have a friend? Liar. Teasing me like that. Acting like I have friends. Oh, another spider. Booing me from the group? Aw, man. I gotta start square one again. Alright, so this spider is on the RAM chip. That's like stuck in there. Oh, that's broken. That's lovely. Let's try not to break that any further so I can still use it. Okay, liquid metal spill. No, no liquid metal spill. Yep, this is trace damage. And that's flux. With what looks like solder somewhere. And this is a 115. Alright, let's take a look under the scope of how bad this trace damage is, because it's bad. This might need one of Uber's flex, just so I can strengthen the anchors. I could do it without his flex, but I really don't want to. Oh. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, don't boo me from the group. Wait, referring me? Or referring Ace? I really gotta stop reading chat. Yeah, But it does at least boot to a white light, so we at least know they didn't kill it. Alright, so let's just clean this up. You know what? I don't even know why I buy trinocular scopes anymore. Should just use a digital scope instead. Maybe I'm just too used to trinoculars. Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the screen. I do need a bigger screen though. Wait, what are you yelling at me for, Makina? Yeesh. That was murdered. At least that is still remnant. But that section right there is murdered. I think I'll want one of Uber's trace things. Oh, you're yelling at me about the scope? I'm sitting here repairing this and I see your thing, it's like, oh fuck, what did I fuck up now? And it's just like, nope, stick with the scopes you got. And it's like, fucking Christ. Okay, so now if I could get a camera with autofocus that isn't $500, that would be awesome. Go for it, Ace. Go stalk Makina. We all know you want to. Close enough. Well, if you don't want to be his friend, then stop stalking him. Who's Anthony? I don't even know who Anthony is. Do I want to do trace repair tonight? No, I don't want to do trace repair tonight. Not. You probably weren't saying that towards me, but whatever. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, I know that, Anthony. Not well, but enough. Alright, so I do not wish to do trace repair tonight. So I am going to just wait for Lee to send me those flex cables. Although if he takes too long, I might get annoyed and make my own. I don't know. I doubt I could. I may try. Oh no, I'm waiting for he's got some other ones coming in that he told me he was out of stock of, so I'm waiting for those to arrive. And then I'm ordering everything so that way I get one fluid thing of shipping and not have to worry about paying for shipping multiple times. I know he's good for it. Where did I put my label maker? Well, looks like I'll have to go grab my other label maker later. Because it's not sitting in this underbrush. Oh well. I am gonna steal the liquid metal though. I'll put new liquid metal on it when I repair it. Lee did make a flex cable for the PS5 HDMIs on these models, right? Am I imagining things? He did make one. I'll have to check. Yeah, I just don't really feel like doing trace repair tonight. So I think I'm going to use the screws and stuff from this one. And then when I do repair it, then I'll hunt down screws and stuff for it. Fuck, I forgot the cleaning brush again. I don't need a cleaning brush tonight. I can use Q-tips. I mean, to be fair, like, even if I don't repair this, I still have, assuming this works, a $50 disk drive, a $50 power supply, and a $50 shell, so, you know, $150 in parts just for those, not including, like, uh, what is it, like, $20 for the Wi-Fi chip now? So, I mean, I would technically make my money back even if I decide not to repair it at all. But because the fact my goal is to get as many products back out into the world as possible, I will wind up repairing it eventually. I just have to remember to type this into the computer that this serial number was purchased on eBay for whatever it was, 175 plus shipping. Came with no controller, no HDMI, no controller cord. Has power. Like Dave's? Which Dave's? Should I be insulted or should I be fine? Because my goal really is to get as much of this out as possible back into circulation. Because there's enough damage in the gaming industry with everyone doing their own thing, ripping apart stuff and scrapping everything. So, trying to reverse some of that by taking some of the scrap stuff and getting them back out. Alright, see ya, Ace. Drive safe, don't hit any kangaroos on the way home. If you do, send me some kangaroo jerky. What? You've never eaten kangaroo before, Makina? I'm gonna keep that right there because I am going to probably rebuild this PS5 using this PS5. It tastes pretty good. I wouldn't knock it until you try it. What? Not really. Whoa! Hey, Sid. Thank you so much for the raid, man. Alright, let's get this customer's PS5 repaired. Hello, people of Sids. Well, I guess before I do work on this, let's do our check to make sure it powers on. Hello, Daxon. Yes, a Sid raid. One I am much grateful for. Alright, this is powering on just fine. No signs of roaches or anything. Ah, thank you for your subscription, Daxian. Daxian? Daxian? Welcome to the chaos, the menace, the raw rage that is Yeti. Woo! There's already a screw missing. This has been taken apart before. Oh man. Alright. And that screw's in the wrong spot. Damn it. No rip traces tonight, okay? None. Nine, not a nine, no. Nicht. Two screws missing. Three screws? I don't think I took that screw out. That's not even the right screw. That is the right screw in that spot. Hey, Sid! That's not the right screw either. Alright guys, how depressed am I gonna be? Easy repair? Annoying repair? Repair that I'm gonna wish I charged more for? Oh, small screw. That is bent out of place for some reason. There we go. Hello, Andy! It's been a while, my dude. And how the hell are you? How is everyone that's come in from Sid? Are you all doing well? At least the long screw was not in the short hole. That's a plus. Ah. Well, I'm glad that you're waking up, dude. Struggling, but still waking is fine. Do I need to send you some of my coffee, Andy? Someone took the bottom screws out of this. Man. That means I have to find more screws. It's okay, I'll just take screws. That's the wrong bit, this is the right bit. Okay, so it doesn't feel like the board's been lifted yet. So we still have some hope. I know, I should have used my spludger. Oh well. Okay, this HDMI is at least attached, so should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. The fact that the screws for this were removed though are annoying, but I might have screws that I could do that with. Alright, let's get this done. Then I'll restore this PS5 using the one I bought off of eBay. And then we could do controller repair? Yeah, controller repair next. Since it's already 11:30. Wow, I've already been streaming for an hour and I didn't even get any repair work done. Oh, that superfine stuff Ryan sent me is awesome. I don't need superfine right now. I can use my normal size. Alright. There we go. Those are all nicely in place. Although this bottle is not wanting to be nice and sealed. Hopefully that's sealed now. I'm gonna have to order more Q-tips. That looks fine. So we have to get on the HDMI cord. And it's in safe mode. So we have safe mode. Okay, we have video on screen. Let's reboot this one more time. Get rid of the error message. It looks good with the wiggle test, so it should be fine. I'm going to start putting screws back in. Thank you, Makina. And there's audio. Your playtime has run out. Okay, not missing any screws. Okay. Let's get some of this put in. Let's see what screws we're working with and what screws we're missing. Okay. We of course have these ones. Okay, looks like all those screws are now in, and now I don't have any screws for the fan. Except for this one fan screw. Now I gotta get screws for that right there. Alright, so I need to grab 2 skinny screws for that. Just grab one more skinny screw from somewhere. I'll find one later. Let's just triple check that this actually works. Alright, so let's see. Those screws are in, those screws are in, those screws are in, those screws are in, and I just need the one screw left over for the disk drive. Alright. Sorry, not the disk drive, the fan. Welcome back, Ace. Oh, and then I gotta find 2 bottom screws for it. That's also gonna be fun. And she works. Okay, make the video for it tomorrow so that way I can ship it out. And then this 5786 is ready to go. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. At least for me. Because I've done enough of them. Alright, so let's replace these triggers in the Game Boy Advance here. They're not bad, per se, but one has rust on it. and then the other one doesn't click, it's kind of mushy. So I don't have any of the 4-prong right now. I have some on their way. So we're gonna do modified 2 prongs. Because to be fair, all these 4 prongs is just a 2-prong with a metal bracket. So now we just need to carefully take this guy. Nah, it's gonna be easier to just take the full 4 button off, then pop it off. With how many of these I've done in the past, you'd think that I would just by now be like, nope, gotta do this. I'm still looking for shortcuts. Never know. Gotta learn something new every day, right? I have to be missing something. So we're gonna just use some hot air. Oh, it says I'm not dropping frames, but it's saying I'm dropping frames. You miss Makina already? Didn't really miss anything. We're just replacing these 4 buttons with a modified 2 button since I'm out of 4 buttons. But they feel so much better now. And listen to that click. Tactile switches are awesome. I didn't think you did. Now I just gotta solder this chip back into place. Okay, looks like that's good to go. cap is not bulging. Hey, does anyone know if that cap is supposed to, if the cross is supposed to be accentuated like that? I think that's fine. I'm like 90% sure that's fine. Where are my Game Boy Advance caps? Just so I can triple check it. VA4 for Jen's fingers. The Game Boy Advance was playing just fine, so I don't think that cap is bad. But I also don't like how accentuated it looks. So it looks weird to you as well? Oh, I don't have the Game Boy cap kit near me, so I don't have a way to actually look at that cap and go yes or no. I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I think it's weird. Just weird. Hey, what's in this one? Oh, Dreamcast controller port repair kits. Yeah, that's what I don't like about it, is they look really pronounced, and it's like, I don't like how that looks. Man, I gotta just start stocking loose caps themselves. Yeah, I just don't have a cap kit near me at all for me to test it with, so we're going to say that it's fine, just primarily because it looks fine. Well, it looks weird, but it does function fine, so I'm gonna say it's fine for now. If it gets bought and the guy's like, hey, it stopped turning on or something, I'll cover it under warranty. That should be fine. Yeah, I have to grab a detailing brush to get that up, which just means I'll clean it in the morning. But hey, this will be great to get out on the shelf because people have been asking us for Game Boy Advances, and with how those buttons sound, I don't think anyone's going to complain. I mean, you know what? We're going to flow this battery connector with some leaded solder, just so I can have a good, strong connection. Oh wait, before I call it good, I should pop open this power switch and clean the inside of the power switch. Yeah, I agree. I like when trigger buttons are tactile and clicky, you know? Kind of like emphasizes the fact that that was pressed. Did I just suck up crap? Resistor. Just gonna fill that with some deoxit. Use a Q-tip to scrubby, scrubby, scrubby. Small little dribble of that back. Alright, that slides a lot nicer, so much smoother, and the deoxit's going to prevent any oxidization. You got some nice clicky buttons. And let's just fill this with some deoxit. Give it a quick little cleaning. Could I recap this board? If I knew where my caps were, probably. So am I going to? Nope. Alright, so now tomorrow there will be a fuchsia pink Game Boy Advance available for sale with nice clicky buttons, a clean power plug, and everything else should be good with it. Alright, I'm going to bed now. I'm too tired. So, thank you all for coming in. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, day, or afternoon, whatever it is for any of you that are still here. And I thank you all. So I will see you all on the next one. Good night. You're most welcome, Makina. Not a problem, Sean.